Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Friday is the best day of the week because that means the weekend is tomorrow. Happy Friday, everyone. My name is Angelina Tucci. We got a great stream lined up for today. How embarrassing. There we go. That's right. I came out of the closet. Happy Pride Month. We have a great stream going on today. We are going to be interviewing a congressional candidate for District 23. That's right. Going up against Congressman Jay OLBERNOLTE. This means something real special to me because one of my first videos was calling out Jay OLBERNOLTE. So I'm happy to be inviting on his opponent for this race. So, you know, we'll get there. It's going to be at 10:30. I got Zoom all lined up, and we're just gonna, have a chill day, talk with Tessa, Lynn, Hodge, see what she's all about, see what is important in her district, and, try to spread the word, try to spread a good person who definitely wants to represent the people, her neighbors, her family, in her district. And that is something, in my opinion, Jay OLBERNOLTE has not been doing. So, after this, I will definitely be reaching out to Mr. OLBERNOLTE again to ask him if he'd love to come on my stream. Again. Before, it was talk about the Doge cuts that he was defending when he was defending Mr. Elon Musk, saying that Elon Musk brought more in taxes than anyone in California could ever offer in taxes. So, it's going to be a real good stream. Like I said, we're just waiting for Tessa, Lynn, Hodge coming in. Also, if you have not seen, I dropped a new video. It was a big profile piece on President Kathleen Brennan. But yeah, let's get into some normal news this morning. Actually, let's do some World Cup. Some World Cup, because I've been wanting to do a little bit about that. No, let me not click on Fox Sports. Here we go.
Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman.
Damn, she's
President
there.
Trump's claiming a deal has been reached to end the war with Iran, but Iranian officials say nothing has been finalized yet. Trump made the announcement on Thursday following 2 days of strikes and after threatening to take Kharg Island, a key Iranian oil hub. Trump spoke at the White House on Thursday.
We just made a great settlement of the war with Iran, and we're going to be subject to finalization of documents. We should get done over the next few days.
Trump went on to say a signing ceremony could be held in Europe in the coming days. A spokesperson for Iran's foreign ministry said the text of a deal is mostly finalized, but also said the U.S. keeps, quote, changing their positions, unquote. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said Israel was not party to any new U.S.-Iran agreement. On Thursday, forces struck another commercial tanker in the Gulf of Oman in the third U.S. attack on a boat in the region this week. Oman's military led efforts to rescue the sailors. India's condemned the strikes, which have all targeted ships with crews from India. 3 Indian sailors died in one of the strikes. U.S. Central Command claimed the 3 boats were targeted for violating the U.S. blockade of Iran and for failing to comply with U.S. orders. In India, the father of one of the sailors killed called for his son's body to be returned home.
I only have one demand, that the mortal remains of my son be brought back. I want to know about his last moments. Was he provided rescue help or not? What were the circumstances that led to the death of 3 crew members of our country? All others were rescued. Why not them?
Elon Musk is poised to become the world's first trillionaire when his rocket company SpaceX makes its debut on Wall Street today in the largest IPO in history. The company says it's selling over 555 million shares at a price of $135 a share. Musk claims his company is worth over $1.7 trillion. Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren's written to the Securities and Exchange Commission asking for the agency to investigate the SpaceX stock sale. She said, quote, "This is shaping up to be the most rigged IPO in American history," unquote. Meanwhile, environmental and conservation groups have filed a federal lawsuit seeking to block a land swap that would give SpaceX more than 700 acres of a national wildlife refuge in South Texas. This is Becca Hinojosa of the South Texas Environmental Justice Network.
SpaceX getting more money means the rocket facility getting larger, creating more damages to poor people's homes, dumping more pollution into the environment, onto our beach. The SpaceX IPO means a bigger environmental disaster for this South Texas community.
President Trump said Thursday he's nominating Jay Clayton to be the next director of national intelligence to oversee the nation's 18 intelligence agencies. Clayton's U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York.
City Hack. Sorry, I was busy posting on Instagram that the interview's happening. Yes, happy Friday. Excited for today's interview. I sure am excited as well. It's going to be good.
Chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission. Trump had faced bipartisan criticism for his decision last week to name MAGA loyalist Bill Pulte as acting director of national intelligence after Tulsi Gabbard announced she was resigning. To show opposition to Pulte, a bipartisan group of House lawmakers voted Thursday against a short-term extension of Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, known as FISA. The provision is set to expire today. Many express fear Pulte would use the provision to gather intelligence to target critics of Trump. Trump's new pick to be intelligence chief, Jay Clayton, has faced criticism as U.S. attorney over his handling of the unsealing of grand jury materials, records related to Jeffrey Epstein. The family of the Palestinian doctor Hussam Abu Safia say they fear he's being tortured in Israeli detention after the doctor appeared by video link at an Israeli Supreme Court hearing in Jerusalem. One of the doctor's sons, Ilyas Abu Safia, told Al Jazeera, quote, "We did not only see the face of a father we have missed for many long months. We saw the marks of torture, pain, and exhaustion clearly etched on his face," unquote. Dr. Hussam Abu Safia has been detained without charge for over 500 days. Prior to his detention, Dr. Abu Safia had served as a pediatrician and director of the Kamal Adwan Hospital in northern Gaza. His lawyer, Nasser Odeh, spoke after Wednesday's hearing.
The doctor explained to us and also to the court that he is still suffering from severe back pain and neck pain as a result of an assault he suffered during his transfer 2 months ago from Nafta prison to Negev prison. He is not.
Okay, sorry, I'm going to pause this. Thank you, Amy Goodman. As always, Democracy Now! Is amazing. I wanted to read this article before we get into it. It's from the Victorville Daily Press. What are they saying? They are saying Jay Obernolte dominates challengers in District 23 race. Okay. Republican incumbent U.S. Representative Jay Obernolte took a powerful lead over 5 challengers in the race to represent California's 23rd district. According to initial election results, with 187, almost 188,000 ballots amounting to 15% of the county's, 15% voters, Obernolte saw 50% of ballots cast in his favor. San Bernardino County Registrar of Voters data showed. Democratic challenger Tessa Lynn Hodge followed with 20% of the vote, followed by Democrat Pat Wallace with 15%. And but so here's my thing. You put the 20 and the 15% together, however many votes were cast in that. Hold on. San Bernardino election 2026. Ooh. Okay. Election results. 610. All right. I think this is it. 100% of the ballots are counted. Okay. So there was 32% of voters that voted in the primary. 6/11/26. Okay, yeah. So let's skip that. Treasurer, Attorney General. Here we go. District 23. Okay. So Pat Wallace was a Democrat. It got 16,000. Tessa Lynn Hodge got 27,000. Jay Obernolte got 71. So what's, hold on, let me get a calculator out because, oh my God. People are ridiculous when it comes to these jungle primaries. I swear. All right, here you go. You see the calculator right there. Okay, so let's see. He got 56% of the primary vote. All right. 790 plus, well, this is a no party. I don't know. Karen Leigh Matthews. We'll ask Tessa about these other candidates and like if they will fall in line behind her or if she expects that they'll go behind Obernolte. Okay, so then Tessa had 27 for 11. So 44. And that still puts her 30,000 votes behind, but still, when it's the last two, there's only 2 names on the ballot, people are going to have to make a choice. And yeah, Jay Obernolte had to qualify to get on the ballot, so he had to be there. This is how it is, you know. But okay, let me open up this Zoom meeting, and then whenever Miss Hodge is ready, she can come on in. Oh, I need to launch my OBS virtual camera. There we go. Perfect. Okay, start. We'll just leave that there. Oh God. Oh God. We don't need double picture of me. Holy. Okay, there we go. Dismiss. Don't need AI companion. Okay. So yeah. And then District 23, I'm not going to have enough time, but I would love to figure out how many people actually live in the district. But let's continue reading this. Okay. Member of the U.S. House of Representatives run for election every 2 years. Sorry, let me just make sure I have this. Ew, I'm sorry. Boomer alert. We do not know how to use technology. Okay. All right. Members of the U.S. House of Representatives run for elections every 2 years, putting all 52 California seats on blah, blah, blah. Yes. District 23 covers portions of San Bernardino and Riverside counties. Republican incumbent OLBERNOLTE was elected to his seat in 2023. He is facing a slew of challengers, including Democrats Tessa, Lynn, Hodge, Pat Wallace, and Renee Longshore. Oh, we didn't even. How many votes did Renee Longshore get? She got 36. Okay, we could add that. We can add that. There we go. 44. We're doing math here, real time. Okay. Karen Matthews, I don't know that. Karsten Nicholson, Democrat. How many votes did they get? Okay. 3 plus 3, 9, 4, 4. All right, 48. Eli Owens, Pat Wallace. Oh, we're doing okay. And that's the end of the story. You know what? Daily Press, you suck. I'm sorry. You didn't even write anything. You just wrote words that we already knew. All right. So yeah. You know, definitely it's concerning because Jay Obernolte be trying to make himself the AI guy of the Republican Party, I'm pretty sure. Okay, House Representative Jay Obernolte of California and Lori Tran of Massachusetts introduced a 300-page draft bill to establish a framework for United States on artificial intelligence. The bill comes amid an increasingly fierce debate over a range of topics from data centers to child safety to government investment in AI companies. Oh, I'm sure Mr. Obernolte wants government investment into AI companies. It also comes as a growing number of states continue to consider their own AI framework. There is considerable debate over what a policy framework for AI should do. Back in 2023, I laid out 4 principles that I still believe would continue the U.S. histories of a light touch approach to innovation policy that has allowed entrepreneurship to flourish. Yeah. At what cost, though? And consumers will benefit from technology far more than government dictated approach. While AI technology and adoption have advanced in that time, these core principles still hold enormous relevance for today's policy decisions. They consist of considering existing regulations that might already cover concerns. Okay, yeah, we already know that. Many of the questions that have emerged about AI are not are not AI questions, but rather ongoing debates about speech and youth online safety or data privacy. At an individual level, AI may change how one thinks about the risk and benefits of certain choices. On a regulatory level, the rapid advancement of AI also illustrates the pacing problem in some of these underlying areas where technology moves faster than laws. Or I guess in this case, you know, they don't want the laws to move faster. than the technology. Um, all right. As the inability to launch various AI products in Europe early due to GDPR concerns illustrated a regulatory approach for one particular technology built for one particular technology can come at the expense of innovation and better solutions in the future. I don't know about that. I think at least some regulation is better than letting them regulate themselves because that's crazy. Okay. It is important that any policy framework consider not only technology as it exists in 2026, but also what a better future might be prevented by an overly prescriptive approach. Presuming to know everywhere AI is headed in 2026 is like presuming to know everywhere the internet was headed in 1996. Well, I mean, in 1996, we already had like online commerce, right? It was gonna happen. I mean, I guess we didn't have social media in 1996, right? Okay, I'll give them that. There may be a need to address specific concerns and unique challenges such as cybersecurity or government use. But a policy framework that presumes a general purpose technology is free for entrepreneurial use and responds narrowly to specific targeted concerns about specific applications delivers the greatest benefits for both innovators and consumers. The US took such an approach when the internet emerged, and that is part of what created an environment that enables its innovators to become global leaders. The Obernolte-Tran bill, regardless of its specifics, is an important movement because it signals Congress recognizes that a state patchwork or a series of impermanent White House executive orders are not the right approach to such an important issue. It is constitutionally correct that there is to be a policy framework on AI. It is Congress's role. Cato Technology Policy Scholars will analyze the bill. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is it's from the Cato Institute, and the Cato Institute is they're conservative. They're conservative. So, it sounds like this whole article they were like, you know, AI is here and we don't need to have government intervention. But yeah, you should. I really think you should. Okay. All right. As we're waiting for her, um, just get a little bit more familiar with District 23. Oh, she is here. Let's let her in. Let me get everything set up. Okay. All right. Properties. Hey, Tessa. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Sorry, I don't think I can hear you yet, but we will get there. There we go. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. Oh, wrong one too. I'm sorry. This is me not knowing how to do computers. Okay. Okay, there. We can hear you, or everyone in the stream can hear you. Thank you for bearing with me. It's good to see you, or I should say, good to meet you. I'm so excited. I barely learned about you yesterday, really.
Oh my
So,
God.
yeah, I know. It's me not being on top of politics, or me just being too stretched over with politics. So I was like trying to get all my, trying to get all the races that are happening, and I was like, oh my God, Jay Obernolte is having a challenger. Heck yeah, let's get her on the stream. So, anyways, uh, please introduce yourself, Tessa. It's great to have you here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Mhm.
Yeah, my name is Tessa Lynn Hodge. I am running for Congress in the 23rd Congressional District. I just made it through my primary, so I am taking on OLBERNOLTE in the November election. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I have lived in the 23rd my entire life. I have a lot of dogs. I don't.
Oh, you have a lot of dogs. How many dogs?
There's like one sitting like right back there.
Oh, I see it. It's like a little golden
Yes, Legend.
legend.
Hi, Legend.
Oh, what a baby. Oh,
He's a sweet guy.
what a cute name. Okay.
We have 6 dogs.
6 dogs. That's great.
Yes.
It's okay. I have 4 cats. So,
We also have a lot of cats. So
That's great. That's
We
great.
couldn't just like rescue them. Like we've got ones like we rescued from the freeway. We got like Dobby. We rescued from a dumpster. Like,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
cute. I see you got a cute little aristocrat prince back there. I love
yes,
what is her name? Fiona?
Marie.
Marie, thank you.
Yep,
Marie. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, big animal person. I can definitely see it. I mean, goes alongside with the social worker aspect, right? You care
totally does.
about life.
I do. I do.
So, tell us a little bit about why you decided to run for the seat. Why you decided to run against Jay Obernolte.
Yeah. Uh, so it is very much rooted in, my work as a social worker, as a mental health provider. So in January last year, when Trump 2.0 came in, uh, I was seeing clients in my private practice, but then I was also working full time at a nonprofit that provides medical and mental health services in rural and underserved areas. So I was in their Barstow office,
Barstow. Okay.
and just pretty immediately, I mean, clients in both my private practice and in my nonprofit work
Mm-hmm.
were just overwhelmed and incredibly upset about, what we were seeing happening. I mean, like, right, it was off the
It
bat,
was,
right?
yeah, with the like, right, Donald Trump took office, and then I remember like everyone started showing up, like everyone across the country started showing up at their representatives' town hall meetings, and we're like, what is this? What do you mean you're going to cut Medicare? What do you mean you're going to cut SNAP benefits? Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, I mean, it was really rooted in that work, as a mental health provider in a one-on-one session. I
Uh-huh.
can validate your feelings. I can help you build coping skills, distress tolerance skills. I can give you like a safe place. But that is, a wet band-aid over a gaping wound.
Oh my
It
gosh, yeah.
really does nothing to touch the actual like systemic root of all of these issues. And so I just felt like I needed to do more.
Wow.
Um, so I kind of looked at, okay, like what can I do? What would be effective? And we know that Jay Obernolte does nothing,
Nothing.
and is just like a Trump kiss ass. And
Yeah.
I thought, okay, like I'm born and raised here, like I have like a solid enough background, like I feel like I could challenge him. And so I kind of just decided to run for Congress.
Heck
Yes.
yeah. That's what I'm here for. Again, I feel like a lot of people like yourself were inspired by either Trump 2 or way back with Trump 1. But
Mm.
Trump 1 wasn't as like immediate as it.
There were still like semi-adults in the room, and now
Mhm.
it's like a bunch of toddlers just like
Yeah. That's the
having
best way to
temperature
put it.
controls.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
that's crazy. But yeah, that's good that you've thought you're getting into the politics, because I've been seeing a lot of push for people to like, oh yeah, just go out there and run, if they're running, you can run as well. And you're just
Mhm.
like, it seems like I don't want to downplay you or anything, but you're just like a normal person. You're
Really, I am a super normal person. Like my husband was literally cooking like when I like asked my husband, I was
uh-huh.
like, what he thought about the idea. He was literally making like ground beef tacos, like white people taco night.
White people taco night, yeah, that's
And
it.
so, like he's like stirring like the taco meat, and I like went out in the kitchen and I was like, "Hey, what if I ran for Congress?" And he kind of just like froze like mid like stir and was like,
Uh-huh.
"But people will know who we are." Like, yes, people will know who we are. Sorry, babe.
Wow. Okay. So all in all, has he been pretty supportive about the campaign?
He has been I could not ask for a more supportive partner.
Heck yeah.
Before I even like I asked him about it, but I was still kind of like feeling things out, like doing research.
Mm-hmm.
Before I even had like fully come to a conclusion, he was already telling people like Tessa's running for Congress, she's gonna win this shit.
Oh,
Um,
that's great. That's great.
so he
That's the
was
type of supportive partner all women need in their lives. you know.
Oh my gosh, yes. And he like on election day, he took two of my like big signs for like the corners,
Mm-hmm.
and then like built like a whole frame so it was like double-sided, and then like
Aw.
mounted it in the bed of his truck and was
What?
like driving around like
Man.
blasting music, like a rolling billboard. So he
That's
is
awesome. That's
amazing.
awesome. Okay, next question. Since you're talking about driving around and stuff, where do you guys live? Like, where's your? Because I know District 23 is ginormous.
Huge,
Oh, do you guys
huge.
live in the high desert area or? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we live in Victorville.
Victorville. Awesome. Heck yeah.
Mhm.
I love Victorville, Apple Valley. I used to shout out to the Victor Valley Museum. I used to work there sometimes. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
and it's such a cool place. The site director there was doing really good to make it more family inclusive, and it's just like I see that there are a lot of people in the high desert who are craving more connection, but it's just so spread out. It's just so like so yeah, that's great. That's great that you're working on that. I'm sorry, I really haven't prepared any much
No, you're
questions,
fine. You're totally
but yeah,
good.
so okay. So healthcare, right?
Yes.
Um like we know high desert has had an issue. Like y'all have to drive down to the valley. Like I know again, sorry, I'm always repping my previous jobs. I used to work at Arrowhead Regional Medical Center too. So
Oh, yay. Okay.
yeah, that's the public county hospital, and I remember
Yep.
there was so many people who were like, I'm so sorry, I'm late to my appointment. I had to go down the Cajon Pass." And it would
Yep.
be so terrible. It's like this is your last option,
Mhm.
in terms of healthcare. You had to drive all the way. So like
Mhm.
tell me a little bit about your plan to make healthcare better, more accessible for people in District 23.
So I, again, grew up here. Like I was born in Apple Valley. I like, moved a whole town over to Victorville, like did not go very far. So I've lived up here my entire life. And so, I've had a lot of experiences with the medical system. And I don't think it's like for lack of wanting. Like,
Yeah.
I think we do have really amazing providers in our area that are passionate about caring for their people, caring for their community. It's just that there's not enough, and they're all just like spread so thin.
Yeah.
And it's wild. So I am 38 years old. And the same three hospitals that were up here when I
Uh-huh.
was born 38 years ago are the same three hospitals we have now.
Oh my
But our
gosh.
population has exploded since then.
Yes.
Because it's one of the last like affordable places in
Yeah, yeah.
California, period. And so we've had a lot of people move into the area, but we've had no increase in infrastructure.
Mm,
And so here's there's like several pieces to it. So when I did medical social work at St. Mary's, which again, like that's where I was born, like did medical social work there. I've stayed in like a 5 mile radius, I feel
no,
like, but
yeah. Well, and then, sorry, on the flip side, how many new hospitals have been built down here in the valley? Like Kaiser, there was Kaiser Ontario, Kaiser Rancho Cucamonga, Kaiser Fontana. When I was
exactly.
younger, it was just Kaiser Fontana. But,
Yep. And
so
and even Kaiser Fontana is because that's where I have to go because I have Kaiser.
there you go.
And so even Kaiser Fontana is like has hugely expanded at the
Yeah.
very least.
Yeah.
Mhm. So, when I was doing medical social work, like a big like issue that I saw was, there would be people that okay, they had been admitted to the hospital, they had been there for, however long, they were ready to be discharged, but they needed to be discharged maybe to like a skilled nursing facility or a memory care facility, or, they needed some kind of special services or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And there's not enough. There's not enough
Mm,
beds.
yeah.
And so what that means is that somebody that has been seen in the emergency room that's waiting for a bed upstairs to be
Yeah.
admitted is waiting for somebody to get out of a bed and be sent to wherever it is they need to go.
Uh-huh.
But that person's waiting for a bed. And so there's this backup,
Oh
right?
my gosh. Yeah.
And so we don't just need more hospitals, which like we need more hospitals, but we also need more skilled nursing facilities, more memory care facilities, more psychiatric facilities, because
Wow.
that's another thing. You have people in the emergency room for 72 hours that
Oh
have been
my
placed
gosh.
on hold, but there's no beds to send them somewhere where they can actually get the care that they need.
Yeah.
And so they just sit in the emergency room
And I'm sure that's
for
more expensive, the longer they stay in the emergency room, right? Yeah.
Well, and it's taking up space. They're
That's
not getting
right.
the care that they
Oh,
actually need because they're just being babysat.
yeah.
And so we need more of all of those things. What we also need is we also need to address the provider shortage. Because like people are like professionals are leaving the field at a mass rate because the system is built and runs upon provider burnout.
Mm.
We
Why
are
don't,
burned.
could you explain that a little bit? I mean, I have an idea of what that is, but explain it for the
Mhm.
audience. Provider
So,
burnout.
provider burnout is essentially like you are overworked, uh, underpaid.
Hmm.
There's a lot of moral injury,
Oh
which like
gosh.
moral injury is like, how do I explain it? So it's like you know what's like right in a situation, but the
Mm-hmm.
system that you are working within
Mm.
does not allow you to act in the ways that align with your moral values.
Wow.
And
That's
so
very draining.
it is.
Gosh.
And so our providers, our doctors, our nurses, our physical therapists, our mental health therapists, uh, we're burned out because we have to
Yeah.
see more patients than is feasible. We have the moral injury, we are underpaid, and we are having to work on a system or work in a system that runs on our burnout.
Oh gosh. It's like it sounds like Amazon, you know?
It does, it really does. And it feels that way sometimes because it's just like, okay, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go.
Yeah. It's like Amazon, I don't know if they have it figured out, but they're like, we can get like 6 months of good labor out of this person before we have to let them go or whatever. That sounds
Mm-hmm.
like what's happening with, that's terrible. And it shouldn't be because medical professionals need to be at their top, their tip top shape. I don't want
Yeah.
someone going into surgery who's struggling with, again, moral issues like that. That's crazy. I didn't even
Mm-hmm.
think about that. I'm going to think about that a lot later today, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. So, yeah, well, okay. So you said you had your own private practice, right?
We do.
and
Mm-hmm.
and you were talking about your patients coming to you, and yeah, is that one of those moral issue or where you were just like, I can help these people but only so far, so that's why you were like, I need to go and run for office because that's where these decisions. Yep. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't mean
Yes.
to, but that
No,
like,
like it really is just like knowing that what my clients are facing,
yeah.
right? Um, uh, and just not having the ability to like knowing there is nothing I can do to like help the situation other than to just like be an ear
Wow.
and help them build like have we done some deep breathing today to help with that hunger?
Oh
Like,
my
I
god,
mean,
and
that's
that's like not a actual resolution to that
no.
issue. Jeez. And you've
Mm-hmm.
you've seen that increase since the Trump administration took office in 2024. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Because like again, going back to Jay Obernolte, Representative Jay Obernolte, watching those viral town hall meetings where he was defending the Doge cuts, the Department of Government Efficiency cuts,
Mhm.
where he was defending Elon Musk, saying that, Elon paid more taxes and that we should be happy that he paid that many taxes for California because no Californian can contribute that much taxes to California, I guess, whatever, even though, he's now living in Texas. But yeah, just because Obernolte is apparently the AI guy, I want to know what your opinion is on AI.
So, I do not like AI.
Okay. Yeah, I
And
agree.
listen, there is, sure, we're gonna have like advancement, right? We're gonna have tech advancement. But this whole argument for like not regulating AI and just kind of letting these companies like go wild
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah.
Like I've been using the analogy of like imagine if like when the Model T came out, right? Like the
Okay.
Ford Model T, like the
Yeah.
first car. Imagine if the government never put in regulations for car companies or road laws or what, like that's literally
Yeah, we
like
wouldn't have seatbelts, you know,
exactly like airbags, like
airbags, or like requiring insurance for each driver on the road, you know.
yes, yes. We wouldn't
Jeez.
have like the right of way at a stop sign, red lights, green lights. Like it would just be chaos, right? If we
Yeah.
never regulated the car industry and road laws and all of these speed limits, all of these things, like that's essentially what they're saying. Because it's new and because like we just need to let the companies do what they want, like let's not regulate anything.
Yeah.
Uh, it's wild. And it's just like a wild stance to take, I feel like. And because we know under capitalism, corporations are always going to put profit above anything else,
Yep.
right?
I can big W for you saying that profits corporations are always going to put profits over people. That's just the
Yeah.
name of the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So big props for you for saying that. So yeah,
Yes.
how about like data centers? Are there I haven't looked into it. Are there any push for data centers being built in District 23? You're looking at me like I should know.
Not that I've seen yet. Well, let me take that back. So it's like, so there was just a vote in the city of Paris,
Mhm.
which with the Prop 50, there's now a small piece of Paris in District 23.
Yeah, yeah.
So this was just on Tuesday night, and so they voted like and I was supposed to go, but I got my days mixed up. I thought it was on Wednesday, but it was actually on Tuesday.
Wow.
So I missed
Happens.
it. But from what somebody told me is that they like voted no against it, but they're like sending it back to the city planners or something
Mm.
like that.
Okay. Yeah, so
Um, so there's another meeting in 2 weeks. So like the city of Paris is kind of looking at it right now. I know there's been a push in, I think, banning
that sounds
or
about right, I think.
something like that, like over there. And so like Cherry Valley,
Mhm.
and Ukaipa and Calamasa are all in my district.
Okay.
And then I also have a piece of Banning. And it's like those areas where they're looking, those like rural areas that are down the Cajon Pass that they're
Mhm.
looking at putting in data centers.
Mm.
So it's like right on the cusp of my district. So, and you know they're going to start, they're also looking at putting in one in not in Ridgecrest, but by Ridgecrest, which is up in
Okay.
Kern County. And
Yeah.
I have part of Ridgecrest in the district.
Yeah, that's crazy big district, but
And I don't understand how, okay, data centers need water to
yeah.
keep the equipment cool, right? That's the big
Mhm.
issue.
That's what they're
Why
saying.
are we looking at desert climates?
I don't know. That's actually a very good point.
It is hot as hell
It's
here.
gonna need extra water. Oh my god. You know, I didn't
And
even
there's
think
no
about that.
water. Like
I g-
that does not make sense.
yeah, so then it's gonna potentially impact the residents even more so because yeah, I mean we've seen in other parts of the country the data centers are like literally draining the water, like
Yep.
even they turn on the faucet and just a trickle comes out. It's crazy.
Yes.
But yeah.
And we already have areas in the district that are pulling too much water. Um
Mm,
and because like we have the and listen, I am a mental health provider, a social worker. I am not a hard scientist. I'm a soft
soft
scientist.
science.
So I know I'm gonna get this wrong, but there's like the water underground, right? There's
Mhm.
a word for it, but I
The
can't think of
well
it.
water? Groundwater?
Not well water. It's oh my God. I know this word and it is like right on the tip of my tongue. But so like there's the water that's underground and like
Yeah.
we pull like from that water for like our community.
Mm-hmm.
There's areas of the district that are already pulling too much, and when you pull too much water out of the ground, it causes sinking issues.
Oh my gosh, yes.
There's like a whole bunch of issues that come from that. And so, yeah, like, why are we looking at like a water, uh, like water is not like a
A
plentiful
luxury.
resource in the desert.
Gosh. Yeah. So data centers, I don't know. Is there any warehouse development or trying to be? Yeah, okay. Because along the 15, I'm sure, whatever, freeways, yeah.
Yes, yes. There's a ton of warehouses popping up. So the city of Hesperia has like given the okay for like a whole bunch of them.
Mm,
And so there's a whole bunch right along the 15 freeway. There's another one that and I haven't been over that way in a minute, so it's probably still being built. I doubt they're like done with it yet. But in the city of Phelan,
mm,
well, it's still the city of Hesperia, but it borders the city of Phelan. So I lived in Phelan for a number of years as a kid. I went to Snowline Joint Unified School District, which is the
wow.
district that
Yeah.
has Phelan, Wrightwood, Pinion Hills, and some other areas. But so one of the main traffic areas in that area is 395 and Phelan Road.
Okay, yeah.
And the city of Hesperia okayed a warehouse essentially almost like right on that corner.
Oh my gosh.
And it is already like super trafficy, and the road is like not built for
Oh
like
my gosh.
that heavy of traffic.
Yeah.
So I was actually a social worker for Snowline Joint Unified when they started building this, and
Wow.
it was causing so many traffic delays. Like the buses were
No.
late getting the
Oh
kids
my,
to school. And it's like they don't think about these
yeah.
things.
Yeah. Jeez.
Like kids can't even get to school because of the warehouses. Like it's
Ah,
wild.
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Just these big, it's, yeah, these developers, just all it is money, money, money. And I hate
Yes.
to be like that, but it's just like the more you look into it, the more apparent it's just like money. So, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay. That's great. That's great that you want to, you're taking a look into these things and, taking account into everyone in your district,
Yeah.
not just your voters, not just your donors, but like, children who can't get to school. Like, I'm sure, of course, when I was a kid, I would be happy to be late to school, but
Yeah.
eventually, kids today, that's a conversation for another time, because poor kids do not know how to socialize or, you know,
Oh.
um, but yeah, okay, so we have just a little bit time left. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Like, anything you want to bring awareness to?
Yeah. I mean, it really it makes me so sad. This is a district, the 23rd, has essentially been written off. In Prop 50, we were a sacrificial lamb. We got made more red in the
Mm.
Prop 50, and I voted yes for Prop 50 because
Yeah.
it was a matter of like, okay, like we gotta fight back, right?
Hmm.
So I did vote yes for Prop 50, but it did make my district. We went from +3 Republican to +6 Republican,
I
which, like, I
see.
mean, it's not that much, but we were a sacrificial lamb. And this district has been written off by the Democratic Party because it's safe red. There's no way to, flip it. But if like I have spoken to so many Republicans, so many independents, so many NPP voters that lean right as right, left, as I like motion left, but I guess anyways,
It's okay.
I was like, wait, where's my left and my right? So that lean right. And here's the thing. We like we are not, I like hesitate to say we are not that different.
Yeah.
We all want our schools to be funded. We all want medical care, like solid medical care.
Yeah.
We want there to be more doctors and nurses. We want our environment to be taken care of. We want our deserts to be kept pristine. Like we want the same things. But the partisan politics of it has gotten just so messy and people are so divided. But like when I get out and I talk to people and they hear what I'm talking about, they may not fully agree with all of what I have planned, but they can see that I care. They can
Mhm.
see that I care about this community and they can see that, like, okay, she wants to help us have more medical care. She wants to make sure our schools are funded. And so I'm winning over Republicans. I'm winning over
That's
right-leaning
awesome.
NPPs. And I really feel like if the Democratic Party put money and actually showed that they cared about our rural communities,
Mhm.
we can flip this district. And so
Amazing.
already, just with the primaries, in the last several races, OLBERNOLTE has won by 20 points or more.
Mhm.
Right now, he's sitting ahead at 16 points. So we've already cut into
Damn.
that lead.
When the odds were stacked against you.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's super cool.
Yes. And so in November, this is a flippable seat. Is it a narrow path to victory? It is. Is it going to be hard? It's going to be hard, but we do have a path to victory. And if I can get out there, if my team can get out there and we can talk to as so many voters, if we could
Mhm.
talk to the voters, if we can get our message out there, we can flip this district.
Sweet. How can
Mhm.
how can I volunteer to help you win this election?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Well,
So
me and the viewers, if we want to sign up, do some door knocking. Shoot, I would be more than happy to do some door knocking with you, honestly.
Oh my God, thank you. And we have we have part of Redlands. We have, like I said, we have Ukaipa, Calamasa. So we have
Yeah.
areas in the Cajon Pass too. That if you don't want to drive up the Cajon Pass, I totally get it. You can volunteer down the hill. uh, so my website is tessa4ca.com. So TESSAFORCA.com. On my website, you can donate, you can sign up to volunteer. You can sign up for our newsletter, and all of that is extremely, extremely helpful.
Sweet. Sweet. Thank you so much, Tessa. Any final words, shout outs to anyone that you want to give before we finish up the interview today?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my amazing team, Alex, Jack, Stasek, my ex-campaign manager, did not leave on bad terms. He got like an amazing, amazing
Oh,
opportunity that
heck
like I'm
yeah.
not gonna stand in his way.
Bro,
Uh,
that's
but
that's great. I'm sorry. Just another person who's like not is okay with letting good talent go away. To me, that's such a green flag, you know?
he like listen, he had this amazing opportunity to work for affordable housing nonprofit in New
Whoa.
York,
Nice.
where like the CEO is on Mom Donnie's transition team. Am
What?
I gonna stand in the way of that? Heck no.
No. Mayor
Like, boy,
Mamdani?
no.
No, I love Mayor Mamdani. So,
Right?
yeah.
Like, no, but yeah, so I want to give a shout out to my team, the people who maybe are not on my team anymore, like Sasek, who, had other opportunities, and have helped the campaign get to where they are. Anybody who has donated, volunteered, we made it through the primaries because of you. I'm just a person, like I'm just a girl with some tattoos who was crazy enough to be like, I'll do it. Getting through the primaries is really because of my team, people who've donated and volunteered and supporters. So thank you to all of you.
Oh, no. Well, thank you for being on the broadcast. We will continue to spread the word. Look forward
Yeah.
to the election in November. Maybe
Mhm,
we could have you
mhm.
back on the stream in the future if you're down to talk
Absolutely.
about it. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Tessa
much.
Lynn Hodges, everyone. Vote for her in November, California District 23.
Bye.
Thank you, Tessa. Appreciate it so much.
Bye.
All right. Everyone, that was Tessa Lynn Hodge. Super cool. She was way more exciting to talk to than I thought. Oh my God, DV8 said she is based. That is through and through. She is based. Time for me to move to Victorville so I can vote for her. No, but y'all know I always be in chat talking about how I gotta move to Hesperia or somewhere else. Yeah, we stan. Started City Hex that we stan. Let me get through. Sorry, I didn't read the comments during the conversation. Deviate, good to see you. That's right. We have a shortage of doctors out here. We need Medicare for all. Elon Musk does not pay taxes. The CEOs are straight up saying they want to replace us with AI. Yeah. Shown in a box. Good. How you doing? F those warehouses, man. Yeah. Dem should reach out to these districts even though it's Republican. Yeah, I had no idea about District 23 being a quote unquote sacrificial lamb with Prop 50. I mean, I guess we never really looked into that because we just assumed, that California Newsom is going to want as many districts to go red as possible. But with the cracking and the fracking of districts to get it, it's like, here we go. We have a view of California splitting up the districts, and this was the one district that California Democrats are okay with going red. But as we were calculating, she has a really good chance. And that is super inspiring. That's super inspiring, 27,000 people voted for her. 71,000 for Jay Obernolte, but 27,000 showed up and was like, yep, Tessa Lynn Hodge, she's just a girl with tattoos. I'm voting for her because, yeah, it's crazy. Bashon in a Box said, yeah, she was good. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I seriously feel like I want to go help her campaign. At first it was just because I dislike Jay Obernolte that much, he sucks. And he's just an AI congressman, not even caring about his people in his district, and homie was from Big Bear, Big Bear, where is it? There you go, Big Bear City. This is where Jay Obernolte is from. And it's like, man, you have all of these people to represent. I doubt he actually even goes and meets with people. Whereas you had Tessa Lynn Hodge straight up already meeting with her constituents, because she's a healthcare provider and out there actually in touch with the people she's serving. So, yeah, Jay Obernolte is a bot for sure. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hate to leave it here today, but it's Friday. We got a bunch of other work to do. I'm so happy that we got Tessa Lynn Hodge on the stream. Here's our Instagram. Shout out to her. Again, thank you for coming on. Amazing woman. And I want to meet all her cats and dogs. Oh my God, that one doggy. The name was Legend. He looks so good. Okay, yes, throw the placentas in the chat. See y'all later, everyone. Let me get the music going. Yes, thank you, Bashon in a Box. Yeah, there was cats and dogs. Okay. Thank you for... Oh, I gotta change the music because it's still on Zoom. There we go. Okay, so yeah, peace out, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Enjoy your weekend. Be sure to check out my video that I uploaded last night, a full profile on Kathleen Brennan, president of Teamsters Local 1932. And yeah, so thank you for joining me. I'll be back next week. Have a great weekend. Thank you, DV8. That was a great video. I'm super proud of it. I'll get back to the comments later today. So yeah, have a good one, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Angelina Tucci. This has been Inland Empire Political News, I guess it is. And big shout out to my guest, Tessa Lynn Hodge, for coming on. Everyone go out there, help her out. She sounds like a good good potential politician. Have a good night, everyone. Or I know it's not night. All right, peace out. Have a good one.